Hey Husky fans, Rachel Herzog here, and this segment is brought to you by the SCSU Huskies app. And joining me today is head coach Brett Larson. Coach, thanks for being with us today.
Thanks for having me on.
So you guys obviously came off of a hot weekend sweeping the Miami Redhawks, but now you kind of have a little bit of a break with a off weekend as you get prepared for Western Michigan. So what are those 2 weeks kind of going to look like going into next weekend?
Well, number one, it was a good weekend to get the rest and recovery. Had some guys banged up a little bit, some different things like that are nice. I mean, we played 8 games against Duluth, Miami, and Western, probably 3 of the hardest teams to play against in the country, in my opinion, with their style of play and how good they are. I mean, they're teams that are physical, in your face, hard-nosed hockey every night. So it's a really good week I think the guys let them recover a little bit, heal up, and then hopefully be refocused and refreshed for a good week of practice going into the Western week.
Yeah, and we're playing Western in 2 weeks, and you said their style of play is hard to play against. So what did you take away from the last time you played them moving forward into this weekend?
Well, I think the biggest thing for us is knowing that we have to come out well right away. It's a team that you don't want to let them get up on you. Their structure's good. They defend well. For us, we just thought our starts weren't very good in those games. So even though the first night we were doing pretty well, we still gave up our first chance against. And same the second night, kind of the first chance we gave up was in our net. And those weren't necessarily on David, they were on the team. So for us, it's better starts. It's being ready to go on Friday night. So far all year, we've responded when things have been against us the next night, or when things have gone downhill, we've been able to rally and still try to come back in the games, but we need a better start this weekend against Western.
And you guys had a great weekend, like I said, this past weekend. Obviously, some good improvements from the Western weekend to Miami, but all the lines seem to really click from this past weekend as all of them got on the score sheet. So do you kind of predict that those lines will stay relatively consistent through the postseason as well?
We'll see. Through the postseason, no, I can't predict that. You never know. It's kind of a week-to-week thing, and obviously, knock on wood, you hope you stay healthy and things are going, and you never know when you might need to shake things up here or there. But and right now, we got a couple guys. Once they're healthy again, they'll be battling to get back in the lineup. So there's always that competition to play, and we're going to play the tall forwards that we think can help us win that night. So that's going to be another thing that's good about getting healthy here over the break. We're going to have that competition back.
And you have 7 games left, obviously coming up in February. So what do you think, from looking at your play from the first half of the season to now, what do you think is going to be the biggest improvement to make sure your best team is going into playoffs?
Well, we just talked about it as a team today. You have time during the break week to have some longer meetings, and you don't practice quite as much. So we met today, and it was a key for our team and staff. We're on the same page. We need to start better, and we need to be more consistent. It's 2 very simple things. When we've played our best for a 60-minute game, we got a chance to win. When we have all lines firing, we got a chance to win. The D playing well, the goalie, I know that sounds really simple, but we feel we still have room for growth. We feel like we haven't hit our stride quite yet, and we're still pushing to get to that point where we're playing 60 full minutes, where we're playing all lines going, all D, all the goaltending, putting it all together into a consistent way of playing. And that's obviously the way you're going to have to play down the stretch and into playoffs to have any chance. So that's our focus. That's our goal. Better start, more consistent hockey. We like this team when we play at our highest level. We got to get this team playing more often at its highest level.
Yeah, for sure. And kind of switching out from the hockey talk, how excited are you and the team about fans finally being able to be at the Herb and kind of mixing in with those cardboard cutouts?
Well, it's great. Obviously, it's not a lot, but it's better than nothing. The people I'm happiest for are not to categorize people, but is the parents of the players. These kids have worked so hard their whole life to get to this point. The parents have obviously, their families have been a huge part of it. I know it's been really hard on them not being able to be at the game. So for those parents to come in and be able to watch their kids play, I think it's going to be pretty special. And obviously, especially on a night like senior night, to be the seniors to be able to have their parents there. And that's awesome. And obviously, we're going to be able to get a few fans as well. But I think it's going to be really important and really special for those parents to be able to come in and watch their kids play.
And do you think adding those 150 people will add to the atmosphere for the players as well?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think having anybody in there will help. Just having some life, some energy in that building. And I know those people will cheer as hard as they can, but it's going to be nice to have some people back in the rink.
Well, Coach, thanks for being here with us today. Enjoy your off weekend and good luck against Western Michigan here in 2 weeks.
Thanks, Rachel. Thanks for having me.
Well, that wraps it up here. I'm Rachel Herzog, and we'll catch you guys next time.